station that's on your side. This is News 12, First at 5.
And this is News 12, First at 5, taking a live look outside right now, and we are seeing some beautiful conditions across the region. And it's been a beautiful day around the CSRA, lots of blue sky and mostly sunny skies for the majority of your day around the region. We saw those temperatures in the mid to upper 60s, and here's a look at Grovetown and I-20 where you can see a little bit of haze at the horizon, possibly from some prescribed burns around the region. So that could make for a pretty beautiful sunset for us around the region, but those temperatures right now in the low 60s, so 64 degrees from Bushfield Airport. Those winds out of the east-northeast at about 6 miles per hour, and we're seeing some very dry air in place. So with that dry air in place, it'll be very easy for these temperatures to drop quickly after the sunset, and that is what we are expecting as we continue towards the latter half of your day. Temperatures could be in the 40s by the time we reach 8 p.m. tonight. So here's a look at those current conditions around the southeast. You can see lots of sunshine for most of us, a few clouds along the coast and back towards places like Huntsville and Birmingham, but we are seeing those temperatures around the region, mainly in the low 60s and mid 60s closer to the coastline. 70 in Valdosta, and that's really the only spot right now that is seeing those temperatures at 70. But high pressure is to thank for the beautiful conditions we are seeing around the region right now. That dome of high pressure is keeping us nice and dry, a little to no cloud cover as well, and that will continue into tomorrow. But as we head towards your Thursday, Friday, the cloud cover is expected to increase across our area. So get outside and take advantage of those beautiful conditions as far as these bluebird skies. Taking a look back out at Grovetown in your power planner for the evening, we'll find those temperatures diving down towards the 40s as we head towards midnight. And as I said, with that dry air in place, it'll be very easy for these temperatures to drop once the sun does set. So you can see already by about 7 and 8, we're talking about those temperatures into the upper 40s and mid 40s around the region. So it will be a chilly evening, and you want to make sure you have a jacket ready if you are going to be out this evening around the CSRA. As far as current temperatures, we're going to see those in the upper 50s and low 60s for about the next hour or so before we really see that drop in temperatures. We'll talk more about your forecast for the rest of the week coming up.
All right, thanks, Mikkel. 4 days after deadly tornadoes tore through the Midwest, more than 100 people are missing tonight. 88 people in as many as 5 states are confirmed to have died, but that number is only expected to grow. Laura Podesta is on the ground in Kentucky with how the search is going.
I'm trying to coordinate the recovery system right now. We have quite a few people missing.
In the small town of Dawson Springs, Kentucky, the devastation is large scale. Dozens of people are still missing, and officials estimate more than 60% of the town is beyond repair.
This is the first time I came out here looking at the damage. It's hard to believe this is my town.
It's one of several communities stretched across hundreds of miles ravaged by a cluster of tornadoes Friday night. More than 550 National Guard members are on the ground in hard-hit Kentucky, many still working rescue and recovery.
I still expect that we will find at least some more bodies. There is just so much destruction.
State and local officials say it could take years for some areas to fully recover. That includes Mayfield, facing some of the worst damage.
Mayfield High School is serving as a shelter and a donation hub. Residents can grab everything from diapers to clothing to food, and volunteers are keeping these shelves stocked.
I got out tabs and paper. Thank you so much.
Bria Schofield came here to get supplies for her 3 children.
I don't even know how to feel at this point. It's kind of just like a numb feeling. The first day that we actually got out and were able to try to go find a store that was open, I cried the entire time because I just couldn't believe what it looked like here.
9-year-old Aniston Rackley was among those killed in Missouri. She was huddling with family in a windowless bathroom when a twister tore through their home. And in Illinois, federal and state officials are investigating the Amazon warehouse collapse that killed 6 workers when a tornado hit. Laura Podesta, CBS News, Mayfield, Kentucky.
President Joe Biden will visit Kentucky tomorrow to survey the damage. FEMA has been assisting already since Saturday. Right now, Doctors Hospital is hosting a holiday hiring event until 7 o'clock. They're looking for experienced RNs, new graduates, and nurse externs. They have a sign-on bonus to add a little bit more to your stocking this year. AU Health is looking to hire more than 100 nurses in all. They say they want to add to their own staff and move away from costly travel nurses. They do not offer a sign-on bonus, but they say they have incentives for picking up more shifts, flexible scheduling, and more.
The reason people get into nursing or into health care is because they want to help other people. And so that opportunity is now greater than ever. We have high quality outcomes here at AU Health, and we still strive to maintain those. Even with staffing challenges, we're committed to coming up with those creative ways of staffing and making sure that the patients still receive that high quality care that they expect.
AU says you can apply on their website at augustahealth.org/careers. And again, the Doctors Hospital event is tonight until 7 o'clock. Former NFL player Philip Adams, who police say shot and killed 6 people in York County, suffered from brain trauma. Officials believe that his 20 years of playing football is what gave him this. Adams killed 5 people and took his own life back in April. Health officials say Adams suffered from memory issues, had difficulty sleeping, and endured pain from his injuries. A Georgia judge has set the sentencing date for the men convicted of the murder of Ahmad Aubry. The judge has ordered Gregory and Travis McMichael, along with William Roddy Bryan, to be sentenced on January 7th. The 3 defendants face a minimum of life in prison, though whether they receive the possibility of parole, that will be up to the judge. Today marks 1 year since the first COVID vaccines were administered in the United States. Pfizer's 2-dose vaccine was the first authorized by the FDA for emergency use, and the first shipments rolled out right about this time last year. Since then, almost 500 million doses have been given, with more than 200 million Americans now fully vaccinated. New data released from Pfizer says its experimental COVID pill cuts the risk of hospitalizations and deaths by 89%. Pfizer says the pill should also be effective against variants because it works by blocking an enzyme involved in the viral replication. The company has asked for approval from the FDA, but they have not picked a day to discuss it. A building that stood for many years in Augusta has some new guests inside. Local artists are using the Annex Studios at the old Academy of Richmond County as studio space. This is thanks to Wrdw, a nonprofit organization that helps provide artists with opportunities to create. Right now, there are only 2 studios inside, but they say they hope to expand that one day. Wrdw says being in a place that has such a strong art community is amazing.
Our community is funding the arts to make our community beautiful and vibrant, culturally rich. So the arts do that, and we do that through visual arts and supporting artists.
If you want to support these local artists and their new space, you can also take part in the You Name It campaign, which allows you to put your name on necessary studio supplies, which in return helps pay for the amenities in the annex. Just head to the website on your screen if you'd like to get involved. The Friedman Branch Library is finally announcing its reopening date. After renovations, they will reopen on Monday, January 3rd. The branch has been closed for 7 months to be improved, so they're hoping you'll head out there for the launch. The library was originally set to open around Halloween. Savannah Riverside celebrating the end of its annual Toys for Tots campaign. This year they raised more than $25,000 along with toys collected. The toys are for the Marine Corps and Salvation Army Angel Tree programs. Since 1991, they have collected and donated more than 580,000 toys. And a lot of kids are going to be happy come Christmas morning because of all of that. He might not be the real Santa, but he has sure got the Christmas spirit. Coming up, how a local principal is spreading holiday joy, one gift at a time. Mikkel.
We have high pressure parked right over us right now, so that means bluebird skies and lots of beautiful weather continuing into tomorrow. We'll talk more about your forecast for the week ahead coming up.
Growing up in foster care.
Some of us are barely making it. I went to Fort Different High School since 9th through 12th.
Systems failing instead of fostering.
It's something that we should be solving as a community.
Thursday on News 12 at 6 o'clock.
Yeah, it could be a little squeeze, or maybe just a pull. These small changes can make a big difference, helping you save energy for the bigger things in life. Visit GeorgiaPower.com for tips and programs to help save energy and money.
Foundation problems start small, but will only get bigger over time.
They get better when you call my dad.
Now, your first alert weather with meteorologist Mikkel Hannah Harding.
And we are tracking lots of sunshine around the southeast right now. You can see temperatures mainly in the 60s for most of us around the region, but that sunshine is abundant for multiple areas. Some cloud cover closer to the coastline, but again, sunshine is the dominant factor in the sky across the southeast. Here's a live look from Grovetown, I-20, and we are seeing that hazy appearance at the horizon, likely from some of those prescribed burns that do take place around the CSRA, but that should make for a pretty beautiful sunset, especially with those clear skies sticking in place as we head towards sunset this evening. But after that sun does set, we're talking about temperatures dropping very quickly as we do have some dry air in place and also those clear skies, so nothing to really block that heat from escaping from the surface. So those temperatures could be in the 40s shortly after sunset by about 8 p.m. So you do want to keep that jacket handy for any evening plans you may have. But high pressure is sitting just to our north and west, really much right over us, and that's giving us those beautiful skies that we are seeing around the region and across the southeast for today. As far as your low temperatures for tonight, we should see those getting down towards the upper 30s and low 40s for most of us. North of I-20, you guys can see some of those colder temperatures down towards the low 30s, and maybe some of you guys do get down to freezing tomorrow morning, but likely to stay just above that for you guys north of I-20. The car wash forecast the next 2 days looks fantastic. Lots of sunshine expected again for tomorrow. A few clouds, and then for Thursday, that cloud cover does increase, but those temperatures do stay nice and warm, and we're not expecting any rain at all. So definitely looking like green lights for both of those days as far as washing your car. But we are checking that cold start for tomorrow morning, staying mostly dry for this week, maybe some isolated sprinkles possible as we finish off the work week, and then a warming trend heading into the weekend. So we're going to be watching above average temperatures sticking around for us for Wednesday, Thursday, and all the way into Friday as well. You can see those below average temperatures stay far out to the west. So around our area, we're going to see those temperatures anywhere from 10 to 17 degrees above average as we continue towards Thursday and all the way through Saturday. So that's definitely not normal for this time of year and above normal for us around the CSRA. Here's your hour-by-hour forecast, just showing mostly clear skies as we continue towards your Wednesday morning. Some cloud cover does start to roll in as we head towards daybreak on Wednesday. You can see those 30s popping up on the map. And then for your day tomorrow, a mixture of clouds and sun, but we should see more sun than clouds. With the onshore flow, models are trying to bring in some isolated shower activity, especially for those counties closer to the coast of South Carolina and Georgia, but we should stay dry for your day tomorrow. Heading into Thursday, we could see maybe an isolated sprinkle across the region, but we are going with a mostly dry forecast. Once again, those temperatures should be a little bit warmer, just above average, before they do fall back into the 50s as we head towards your Friday morning. As far as rain chances, those do stay pretty isolated until we head towards the weekend, and those chances continue to bump up heading into next week with our next front approaching the area. So take advantage of the drier weather, the warmer weather for this week, because we are expecting a change in the forecast as we head towards next week. Check out those high temperatures for Monday and Tuesday, back in the mid to upper 50s.
Wow, all right, thanks for that, Mikkel. There is nothing better than being a kid on Christmas. Absolutely nothing, right? And at one of our local schools, Christmas came early. Will Volk takes us to see how one school in Burke County is celebrating the holiday season.
This classroom looks like Santa's workshop. We got footballs. Who's Santa? In this case, it's Blakeney Elementary School Principal, Dr. James Epps.
We had an idea about 3 weeks ago that we were going to try to get a gift for every single kid at our school.
That's more than 700 students. School leaders raised about $10,000. They spent hours shopping and stuffing bags for every student.
The kids have no idea that we're doing this for them, so it's going to be a big surprise when they come up and see their name on a bag. Ho, ho, ho! Merry Christmas, buddy. Haley, Merry Christmas, baby.
Epps gave every student a bag full of gifts.
Merry Christmas, Jimmy.
These kids weren't expecting to come to school and have a moment like this. For them, it's special.
It's like you're so happy and you're joy. It feels like it's already Christmas already.
Brian, Merry Christmas, y'all.
It may have taken a lot to pull it off, but school leaders are happy they did it.
We felt like it was a worthwhile thing to try to spread a little Christmas joy to everybody. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. I love y'all.
In Waynesboro, Will Volk, on your side.
I think it was a lot of Christmas spirit, not just a little. Dr. Epps says he would like to make this a yearly tradition, and I think the kids will agree with that. Smash and grab robberies are back. We take a look at the new stores robbers are targeting next.
The Live
booking, call 855-SPA-SALE.
When you've been hurt in a car wreck, you'll see a lot of numbers, but there's only one number you need to remember. Call George Sink Injury Lawyers at all nines.
Get George Sink Law Firm on the line. Call 999-9999.
Today marks 9 years since 20 elementary students and 6 adults were shot to death at Sandy Hook Elementary School. On December 14, 2012, a gunman came into the school in Connecticut. It took place in a first-grade classroom. Since then, a new school has been built in the town, but it is still best known for this terrible event. Some survivors are continuing to pressure the Supreme Court to help enact changes aimed at preventing similar violence in the future. The parents of a Michigan 15-year-old tied to a deadly school shooting are expected in court today. The two are charged in connection with the November 30th shooting at Oxford High School. They each face 4 counts of involuntary manslaughter and have pleaded not guilty. A hearing for their son, who is charged as an adult in the shooting, has been postponed to January 7th. This gives more time for prosecutors to examine evidence. Another day of witness testimony in the trial of the former police officer Kim Potter, who says she accidentally shot and killed 20-year-old Dante Wright. The prosecution will be calling to the witness stand their use of force experts and people familiar with Potter's training throughout the day. Dante Wright was shot and killed during a traffic stop in April. Potter says she meant to grab her taser, but grabbed her gun instead. USA Gymnastics, the U.S. Olympic and Paralympic Committee, have agreed to pay $380 million to more than 500 women who were abused by disgraced team doctor Larry Nassar. The women will split the money. In 2017, Nassar pleaded guilty to 7 counts of sexually abusing girls and was later sentenced to up to 175 years in prison. Past gymnasts say this is just the start and more safety is needed.
It's more to me than anything else in this entire situation that the futures of people who want to be Olympians or see the TV and want to be Simone Biles, that they can walk in and innocently pursue that dream without fear of this kind of abuse.
The settlement also includes the formation of a task force to investigate the culture and practice of women's gymnastics, and as well as some new policies to protect athletes going forward. Smash and grab robberies, they are far from over this holiday season. Now a string of them in California at T-Mobile stores. Men in a silver pickup truck were running into the stores in the area to take anything they could. They got away with iPhones and an Apple Watch. This is not the first smash and grabs happening in the area. Previously, Nordstrom stores were targeted.
Grant me hope.
A huge group of electronics and lighting, also $10. Velvet or Sherpa Pros, $8.88. And select Estino TV items, just $15. Hamrick's 2-day senior event.
I'm Mike Costello. If you've been injured in a car accident and you Google Mike Costello, make sure you get Mike Costello. H-O-S-T-I-L-O.
One more time for your mind, so it locks and loads. H-O-S-T-I-L-O.
Just into our newsroom, a random search at Aiken High School today found a handgun in a student's book bag. A school spokesperson just confirmed this for us moments ago. Other sources confirmed with us the gun was not loaded.
In a live look over Aiken County, South Carolina right now, you can see a pretty nice sunset occurring out there across Aiken. The sun just to the west of this camera, but you can see the horizon that is occurring from that sunset. Those temperatures right now already dipping down towards the upper 50s, and they will continue to go down very quickly with that dry air in place. You can see our dew points only at about 34 degrees right now, and that's a similar feel around the entire CSRA. As far as those temperatures continuing to go down, we'll see those in the 40s by about 8 p.m., and that'll continue to stick around right around 40 as some more cloud cover does roll in, but not too much cloud cover expected for tonight, and the majority of the night will be clear, so that should allow us to get down towards the upper 30s for most of us by tomorrow morning. Maybe we do see some warmer temperatures south of Augusta. As far as the car wash forecast for the next few days, we are talking about some beautiful weather continuing for your Wednesday and Thursday, so feel free to get outside and wash that car. We are tracking some rain chances by the time we get towards the weekend, and a big cool down going into Monday and Tuesday. First at 5 continues in just a bit.
This is Columbia County District Attorney